Hello, hello, everybody. How's it going? How we doing? What is shakin' bacon? Nicola, thank you. Welcome on in on the YouTube side. Hope your day/time zone is going well. Robin Hood, thank you. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. Lizard, Hyde, welcome on in. How is the lizarding? How goes the lizarding, everybody? Need to get to work on the Epion. No work, new chair, but slacking. Honestly, fair, though. Welcome on in, everyone. My name is Alien Ashford, your friendly neighborhood half a vampire. Today, we gotta clean. And there's some cleaning that I'll have to do after stream, just because I'll have to turn the computer off, but I figure I can do whatever I need to do here first, and then we can kind of go from there. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, crisis averted. Crises averted. Nicola, I hope you're doing good. So, G-Self is done. It's over on the bookshelf right now until I find a better place for it and record the video. We've got all the empty runners off to the side, which we need to clean. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my extra parts graveyard real fast. And not clean, I mean cut out. Hello, Fennel. Welcome on in. Welcome. Hello, Ren. Welcome on in. Chat. This monstrosity of a box. This is our parts graveyard, and it's almost full. So, oh, hey, here's part of that Sananji rifle that I need. Neat. Oh, hey, here's another part of it. Double neat. I'm gonna put that off to the side, actually. And welcome on in. Happy Monday. We're about to cut out a bunch of extra parts and throw them into a box and see what happens. But yeah, this is my little box with a cheap Food Line bag that holds on to everything. Chat, we got some streams planned for this week. We're going to be streaming with Fennel this week, and we're going to be streaming with Einar this week. I am very much looking forward to that. I believe Wednesday is the day with Fennel. Thursday is the day with Einar, I think. I wrote it down on my other desk. Also, turning on a fan. It's going to be up to like 80 Fahrenheit today. Thursday is us. Gotcha. Thank you. I got my wires crossed. So Wednesday will be Einar. Thursday will be Fennel. And I am very, very excited for that. I did get a thumbnail put together for the stream we're doing, Fennel. I got my pre-order for the Master Grade SD Destiny in, but now I just have to wait until the Master Grade SD Ksatria comes out, my poor wallet. Ren, what you got going on today? So I'm going to have to move this out of my way while we're cleaning up parts, because I do need the desk space for right now, while we're getting all the extras. Yeah, I've definitely got to go through like my collab list, because oh my gosh. Robin, thank you for gifting Fennel a subby. Fennel, be free from ads. You are free. I forgot to put these away. That's okay. I'll get those later. I will get those later. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for gifting that sub out to fennel. Day 2 on a very big Amazon sprinkler inspection. Oof, that's right. You're doing that today, Ren. Is it okay if I ask what the stream is about? So normally, Nicola, we're doing like model kit related stuff. Today we're kind of cleaning up the hobby desk because it is very messy and we're going to have a lot of building to do this week. Yeah, no, you were all good. You were all good to chill and yap. Now off for a nap before work. Hey, have a good nap. Hope work goes well for you. Hope it all goes well. Craftworks, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. I should probably bring the trash can over. Yeah, Nicola, we had just finished building. We just finished building this fellow right here, the G-Self Assault Pack. So I'm kind of doing post cleanup for that because there's a lot of plastic and stuff on the desk. Yeah, pretty much spring cleaning. Boy, howdy, it needs it. I'm going to be on and off while I work on my projects and paint. Yeah, have a good lurky lurk. The weather seems to be good for painting. Apparently on Thursday, the temperatures are going to plummet, so I'm going to enjoy it while I can. There we go. Okay, so there's a hydrate. Yeah, Hyde, I need to get you back on the list because I gotta go down the list. I gotta talk to Mally because we were thinking about doing something. I'm gonna be doing something with a certain duck in the future. Potentially a lot of collabs in March going into April. That would imply I would have to stream again. To be fair, I could just get your screen. Einar gave me the technology. Yeah, this one's empty. The PP is empty, chat. Craft, how are you doing? How are you doing today? I'm going to be doing a video and getting proper photos up for the G-Self over the course of the week, so I will be posting those to Blue Sky as well. So please do look forward to that. There's going to be something happening in the future. Yeah, chat, for those of you who do not know me, we try to stream 3 to 4 days a week, if we can. Doing a lot of plastic model related stuff. Occasionally video games, if I ever feel like booting up like WoW or random game here or there. I still need to play Observation Duty 8 on stream. That's something that we need to do. That is something we very much need to do. Hey, that was clean. So right now, there's a bunch of extra parts that were left over. We're just doing quick and dirty snips to get rid of those. So we're gonna get all these cut out. I'm gonna throw them into the vault box. I need to keep track of this because I'm gonna use this for our gun cannon kit bash that we're doing. I'm gonna give it the Sonanju rifle. So I need to just try to keep parts of that set up because I was silly. And instead of building the rifle, I threw all of its parts into a box. So that one is on me. Thankfully, I do keep all my manuals, and if not, Daolong has scans of them, so I can figure out what I'm doing. But I don't know. I might just take a look at it and see what I can do. Chat, no vocal practice this week. We're resuming next week, so Tuesday I do have a free day. potentially a stream tomorrow. Potentially. It depends. I do have to do like my normal start of the week self-carry stuff on Tuesday. Plamo Foist might have the head and wing done today. You're schmoovin' on that. You are schmoovin' on that. Yeah, chat. It's gonna be kind of a chill day today because I'm not really gonna be starting a build until we're starting 2 new builds this week. And the one with Einar is going to be the Wing Zero Hono, and the one with Fennel is going to be the G-Quex. So we'll technically have 3 work-in-progress kits, one of which I'm just kind of chipping away at off-stream. And by chipping away, I mean I haven't touched it in a few weeks because I haven't had a chance to. But it will be done. It will be done. Yeah, the wing with the Seraphim is really good. The Snow White. We're going to be matching Quux exactly. We're going to be twinning. Gonna be twinning. Ooh. Oh, this gave me extra beam saber handles. Okay, that's always wonderful to see. It is wonderful to see. I will always take more beam saber handles. Yeah, I'm gonna get that stream scheduled up on YouTube for us, Fennel. And then I need to make a thumbnail for Einar's. I'm excited. I'm excited to stream with friendos this week. Oh, the one with the glow. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The pink one. Yeah. The model kit that issued a challenge to you personally. I got to announce our stream's still on my end. I'll probably do so tomorrow or Wednesday. My viewers are used to last-minute announcements. The real MVPs. The real MVPs. I'll probably make the post for it in Discord after you do your announcement formally. No rush at all, though. I am big chillin'. Have I gotten all the parts off of this? Yes. Into the garbage with thee. Since I've technically been on hiatus, I've only been announcing day before or day of things. Yeah, that is totally understandable. I totally get that. Especially with how often I have to, like, cancel streams. I feel like chat's probably become numb to it at this point. Feet! We have feet. I predict Tickle will be here any moment. Here we go. Okay. Into the garbage. There's a lot of runners, chat. Empty. Oh, this one has some clear parts that I can do some stuff with. This one has some clear parts that we can work with. I don't know what I'll use them for yet, but I'll happily take more of those. By the way, chat, a certain someone, a certain moderator even, has been an absolute gremlin They've been an absolute gremlin, and they did a thing. And because they did a thing, I now have a high-grade Thunderbolt Zaku 2 with the big gun on the way. Hyde, you were very much an accomplice. You may have not done anything directly, but I know what you did. I know what you did. Yeah, chat, you should totally go follow Fennel. You should totally go do that. Empty, empty. Man, I really wish I could recycle this, but our recycling places don't take this stuff. Sometimes I'm like, should I just box all of this up and mail it to, like, Momo? I don't know if Japan still has the, recycle bins. I just feel so bad. I don't like wasting stuff. And I don't really have a lot of space to hold on to it. Oh, are these joint parts? Oh, this is wonderful. This is what you love to see. This is what you love to see. Extra joint parts make kit bashing stuff much easier to work with. Your hands are not clean, Hyde. You threw the bowling ball of fate. Yo, I want a custom bowling ball, but it's a ball. Just a ball pod for bowling. I haven't gone bowling in so long. If I ever go bowling again, I gotta learn how to do it left-handed now. Like, ironically, I am left-handed, but I always did bowling with my right arm, which unfortunately cannot do that anymore. So I will have to put my dominant hand to work. I'm surprised you know of a place, because well, I don't really know what bowling alleys I have locally anymore. The one by my house shut down, and it's now like a warehouse for something. They had the best greasy chicken. Like, you knew for a fact it was taking some years off your life, but it was so good. Polycaps. These are going to go into our polycap graveyard. Yeah, it's all empty. See, chat. What I've learned, what I've discovered, is if I do the little chores that I need to do while streaming, then I can't put it off. So these are the bubblegum pink beam sabers from the G-Quox gun cannon that I forgot to cut out. Did your school ever take you on, like, bowling field trips? Because that's what ours used to do. Like, there'd be days where it's like, do y'all want to go for do y'all want to go to the library for your field trip? And one of the teachers was like, hey, how about we go bowling instead? And we were like, yeah, bowling sounds good. Spade and you come visit me in Einar. We go bowling. Hey, cousin, let's go bowling. Bowling could be fun, honestly. It's been a while. Bowling's one of those things where I really don't give a crap if I lose or not, but it's just fun. Tweezers. Empty box. Okay. By the way, this is what I use to hold all my runners, chat, if you were curious. I know I'm kind of like taking up a large portion of the screen. But, yeah. Einar recommended this to me, so I picked it up. And it's got a little supporty bracket that you put under it. Falling to my knees, I found one of my pieces still had seam lines, so I need to base coat it again and let it cure before painting. Oh no, what part was it? Haven't bowled in years. Same, honestly. Like, I think it's definitely been over 10 years. It's definitely been over 10 years since I last went bowling. But I think what I like about it is a lot of those bowling alleys are like really old and they don't really modernize them at all. So it's still got that like late 80s, early 90s vibe. I have a fork. And I love that. It's like stepping into a little time capsule that kind of smells like smoke and ass a little bit. What's this? Oh, okay. I will put this over here. Okay. Now I just need to clean up some nubbins here. I was in a kids' league. I was not in it for the bowling. The place I'm talking about had an arcade. Ooh. Our place had a small arcade, but it like wasn't like, you know, big arcade. Bowling in my area seems to have disappeared, unfortunately. Yeah, like even in other countries they're like drying up and it makes me sad. How dare you not care that you didn't bowl a perfect 300 score? I think there's been once in a blue moon that I've had like a good bowling score. Also, I gotta throw these tweezers away. They kind of... I don't know if I can get this residue off of them. It was from when we were trying to fix the gun cannon. But it's got like a bunch of plastic cement residue on it. So I don't know. I might see if I can find like a dissolvent. Maybe paint thinner? I'll just soak it in some paint thinner and see what happens. Could be a terrible idea. Could be a good idea. Could be both. That Okinawan restaurant and local store are all on the same strip of road. See, that's when you have a good time. That's when you have a good time. Is when you can go place to place like that. Then I wish you the best for the re-seam line removing on that. I know that's frustrating. So you gotta strip it down again and do all that stuff. By the way, this is the stand that came with the G-Self. I opted to not use it because it had an action-based adapter, so we will save this for something else. Sand it off and have bare metal tweezer tips. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Craft. Would probably be the like easier way to do it, because I've got a very strong sandpaper grit, and I don't really care about the color of these. So I might do that, because these have a nice hold to them. Karaticus, welcome, welcome on in. So yeah, I think I might try to sand them down first before I do any like chemical experiments. It was easy to fix, just a pest, since now I have one piece that needs to sit for 8 hours or so. Yeah, it's gotta do the re-cure. I'm curious to see it all together though. Because I know you went back to the drawing board a bit. So I'm very curious to see. Alright. So, parts graveyard. You know, I'm doing pretty okay today. I'm actually doing pretty okay today. Overall, I would say. How are you, Karaticus? I saw you were posting some stuff in the Discord. I need to take a look. The curing time when using cement to remove seam line removal is what made me switch to using CA glue for that. I've never done seam line removal, but I would like to. You know what's funny? I think I've got some master grade bits in here that'll actually fit on some high grades. I've also got an entire Shinanju shield. Me and you are going to be the only ones bowling. Oh yeah, I've got a toothpick beam saber. Currently sick and feel like a turd. Oh no. I am sorry that it is a turdy day. I hope that it unturds soon. What is this? Is this a visor for a J-gun? I don't know what this visor's for, but I'm gonna use it for something. I'm like pruning through and seeing if I can eyeball parts to this Sinanju rifle. I might just put it back in, because I think what's going to have to happen is when it comes time, I'm just going to have to dump the box out on the floor. Let me see. I think it might be written on the runner. Grade. Oh yeah, sure enough. Sure enough it is. Neat. I like this color. This is a very nice color. This is a UV reactive color. Oh, Craft. Did you end up picking up that new kit for the Isekai Ryoko no Techo line? The green-haired blacksmith? I haven't bought her yet, but I would like to at some point. I need to complete the collection. I feel like how Glorp looks. That is valid. Oh, for those who haven't seen my 3D model before, by the way, this one has a tendency to not only snap its neck, but it will crunch its own spine at random as well, because I'm moving around a lot like a goober. So please do... Oh, there goes my cotton swabs. Please do enjoy. Also, chat, I found this. It's got some, like, yellow fading to it now, unfortunately, and I don't really know if there's a way to remove that. But it's a little, Luca Vocaloid pen. I got this back... I think this was Otakon 2011 that I got this. Still a good little pen. Vinegar? Ooh, okay. Because I've got a few things that have faded out like this. And I would like to try to restore them. Because I've got some Love Live, really nice keychains. Do you mix the vinegar and baking soda? Or do you do them separately? No, I couldn't find any at my usual hobby stop. Ah, darn. I think I will wait for the archer. That's right, you mentioned there was like an elven archer that might be coming out. I need some rest too. Sanding on the witch was kind of brutal. No, that's fair. That's fair. Get you some rest. Get you some rest. And thank you for dropping on in. Chat, you should go follow Craft as well. Craft posts some very incredible stuff on Blue Sky. And they also stream. They're starting to stream as well. Vinegar, baking soda, mix it. The reaction should lift the layer of yellowing. Should. Yeah, I mean, this will be a good test bed for it. If it works on this little pen, then in theory it should work for my other little keychains. So I'm willing to offer this up as tribute and see what happens. If I can restore them to their former glory somewhat. What is Allie doing now? That's a good question. By the way, these are a bunch of extra dividers for the runner holder. It smells really good. It's like that freshly cut wood smell. And it's pleasant, to say the least. It is very pleasant, to say the least. Hey, Moss, welcome on in. Welcome on in, Big Glorpin. What's going on in Blammo Hobbies? Oh yeah, they announced that new 30-minute missions kit. It's like a full full armor Portanova. The thing looks sick. Actually looks really good. I'm already looking at it and being like, ooh, what can I dissect this thing for? Yeah, I hope you feel better. I know that's not fine. Moss, what you got going on? What's shaking? We're doing a little bit of cleaning in TLC. Big sniff. Those EG kits with the old Japanese period paintings. Yeah, they announced those last night. I really like the RX-78 with the shield art. I do very much like that one. Ooh, you just got your new capture card? Let's go. Is it a external one or an internal one? Age. Our little cup noodle Zaku, whose eyeballs I need to paint. Need to get Tickle, the one with the fisherman's wife painting. If you know, you know. I do not know, but I imagine it's hilarious. External? Ooh, that's a nice one. Next time I go out to the hobby shop, I'm going to get some putty so I can fill in the hollow spaces in this. I'm going to do some detail painting on it. And like get the joints painted up. Get the thrusters painted up. But yeah, this came with this was a cup noodle kit. It came in a tiny little cup noodle. Char Zaku. It's got like the cup noodle stickers. But it's a cute little thing. It was a fun little build. Which putty are you considering getting? I'm not quite sure, honestly. What would you recommend? I know they have putty. I'm mostly looking for something that can, like, just fill the empty spaces. That way, once it, like, does whatever it does, I can, like, paint over it, sand it down if I need to. With that color, it is indeed Charizard. Could you imagine a Charizard Char collab? Epoxy putty, low shrinkage, and low odor. Okay. I do need to get some more nitrile gloves, so that wouldn't be too much of a problem. I do like the low odor part. Odors and stuff really mess with me, so I'll probably still use a respirator with it, but that doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound bad. The low shrinkage is like a huge thing too. That way you don't have to keep doing reapplications and stuff. So yeah, I will definitely take a look at that. Thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate it. Avoid polystyrene putty. Stinks a lot. And lacquer putty. Shrinks a lot more for small gaps. I see. You know, I'm realizing I've never really used a lacquer anything. Korg did an Epion in Charizard colors. Okay, that sounds cool. That does sound cool. Does this still work? Are the batteries dead? Okay, good. It still works. Yippee! I need to put something on this to make it matte, just so it can grip stuff better. There is also the approach of filling with scrap plastic and filling it with CA glue. That is my preferred method at the moment, since it cures in minutes. Oh yeah, like the sprue goo. You know, that's a good point, because I could literally use any color and just paint over it. I do have a lot of sprues left over. I have a lot of sprues left over. Oh my goodness. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna bring my chair over. I need to sit down. I have been standing up this entire stream. And my knees are starting to get stiff. So let me grab that real quick. And down we go. Also, chat, I'm turning a fan on, so I apologize for any extra noise, but it's getting warm. It's getting quite warm today. Okay. Chat, y'all got plans for the week? Y'all going through work and stuff? I need to figure out where I'm going to store these. I need to figure out where I'm going to put these blades, because I currently do not have a container for them. Look at this normie with the standing desk. Someone revoked their nerd license. Not my nerd license. No. I stole that nerd license fair and square. Let me move this back. Boop, boop, boop. Sorry, chat. I'm doing a lot of stuff that you can't see. This is like as far out as my camera will zoom. I got my little cup here that I hold a lot of my more heavily used Real Touch markers. I need to clean it off. I need to give it a wipe down. But it's my RX-0 Unicorn Banshee Gundam coffee mug. Gundam Unicorn. I got this right when it came out, too. Yeah, we completed the build. Let me go grab it. Let me go grab the G-Self real quick. Let me make a space for it, because it is big. Okay, let me go grab that real quick. It is a big boy. It is a very, very big boy. But yeah. But this thing is huge. The action-based connection is very solid, by the way, so I'm not too worried about holding it like this. But yeah, this is the high-grade G-Self Assault Pack. The little control arms and the arms in general, they're a little bit finicky to work with. Not terrible, though, as long as you're patient with it. Moss, thank you for the subby. 6 months in advance? Oh my goodness. Thank you. I appreciate your face. We did a little bit of detail painting on the missiles. Well, pretty much all the details we painted. We didn't use any stickers. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. I don't know where I'm going to put it. It is very large. As you see, it dwarfs my little cutting mat. Anaheim Electronics suits her bust. Wait a minute. Epion putting me through some paces. If only I knew someone who was an Oz suit engineer. Yeah, thank you, Craft. Thank you. I'm really happy. There's a couple little bits of paint that I still need to clean up. Like up here. But for the most part, it's all good. I only had to do a tiny bit of repainting last night to get the details where they were. But yeah, no, this thing's great. When it's all said and done, I don't know if I'm going to display it with the missiles open. I kind of like the pose that's on the manual where it's kind of flying in. I know you can't see it right now, but I think I'm going to try to mimic that pose where it's like a little more like swooshing forward. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going to be taking photos of this. We're going to get a video out on the YouTube channel just talking about it a little bit. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with it. Also, Moss. I saw the Sha, and for some reason, I, like, got the Shala head Chala in my head from Dragon Ball. Saldo, welcome on in. We got the big lad all done. We got the G selfie all done. Camera is not sufficient for its girth. But, yeah. I'm gonna go put this back on the shelf, chat, so I don't smack it across the room and have a very sad time. Are we gonna teach a dinosaur how to ride a ball? Maybe. A solid, plausible maybe. Will be quite impressive on the shelf. Oh goodness, yeah. It really has a strong shelf presence to it that I'm a fan of. Those are the actual lyrics. I mean, if so, you know what? That kind of tracks though. You know what I miss with Dragon Ball Z? Like Dragon Ball and then very early Saiyan arc Dragon Ball Z. Like, Earth is inhabited by tons of dinosaurs and dragons. And they kind of forgot about that. Like, I want Frieza to show up and just get smacked down by a dinosaur. That would be hilarious. I need to panel line everything I own because, wow, I like being busy and that's a lot of work. It gives a nice effect from what you were showing. Yeah, I like doing it. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with panel lining purely because of my ADHD. But overall, like, I can't not do it. It's, like, essential for all of my kits that I build. It has become written into Alley law. I have a hate-hate relationship with panel lining. Yes, you do. You very much do. Here's all the stickers, by the way, from the G-Self that we did not use. This is why we did a bunch of detail painting. So I'm going to throw these out. I don't have a use for them. And I've got the leftover stickers from the Shinanju Stein Master Grade. Also going to be throwing those out because I painted everything. Also flashbang myself at the stickers. There. I'm gonna take a sip of water, chat. Gosh, there's a lot of dust. I'm probably not gonna do the dusting right now because unless I have my respirator on, that's gonna give me an allergy attack, and we don't want to have that. Plus, I'm gonna have to like move the camera. So for now, I'm just organizing stuff on the side. But yeah, no, it's really impressive on the shelf. So we're going to be working on about 3 kits. We're going to be working on the high grade Wing Zero Hono. We're going to be working on the high-grade G-Quux, and we're going to be working on, well, at least I'm going to be working on the 2025 release of the Gallus J. Now that my desk, I'm going to organize my desk so that I can basically handle having 3 work-in-progress projects up here. Thankfully, they're all like regular size high grades, so there will be room. There will be room. And then I can kind of start chilling on the Gallus when I'm off stream, which is something I am very, very excited about. I also need to get that darn high-grade Gundam XX, because I never did a video for it, but it's done. We've got the additional rifle bits that were made for it. I still need to do a little bit of modification to that gun barrel, though. It's not quite where I want it to be. You know what, maybe we will do that. Maybe we will do that, purely because my hyperfixation is now demanding it, now that I've thought about it. The G-Quux will love some detail painting, lots of stickers in that kit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what I can paint. My autism ADHD combo sometimes needs to do something, and it better be something productive like a hobby. Also just started watching Gundam 00 with the wife. Yo, Gundam 00 is what got me back into Gundam. I have a very special love for that series. Hold on, chat. This little man is very dusty. This little man is very dusty, but I'm just taking a look at its rifle and seeing what I can do with it. I want to make sure that it's not overstretching the gun barrel, which is not what you want. It's got a small gap in it, but considering we lost the original one, it's a nice little replacement, I think. We'll see. We'll play with that in a minute. And I'm also going to probably dust it off while it's here, because it needs it. Alright, chat. It is about a few minutes till ads. I'm going to go ahead and run the ad break real quick. I need to rest my voice for a short period of time. We will be back in about 3 minutes, so sit tight. Alright, chat, we are back. Thank you for your patience. I'm just doing a little bit of dusting here. I have this brush. The bristles aren't perfect anymore because it's been through some use, but this is a Tamiya brush. It's a very, very soft brush, and it's perfect for like getting dust off your kits because like you can smack it all up against the V-fin, and it is not going to cause any damage. It's definitely a favorite of mine. I'm seeing spots on this kit where I could go back and clean up some of the paint as well, but we built this one, gosh, it was before the Stein, the high-grade XX, and I never got around to like doing any photos or stuff on it, so that's something I would like to do this week. Definitely not my best detail painting work. It's anti-static too, will prevent dust from sticking on it for a bit. Very useful before spraying. Oh, this brush is? I didn't realize it was anti-static. That's actually really nice. Wait a minute. Wait. Huh? Wait. It's got a tiny brush on the other end of it? I've had this thing for like 6 years. And I've never realized that. I didn't realize this bottom part came off. Huh. Yeah, chat, I definitely recommend this brush. Crafts just linked it there. It's fantastic. I didn't realize it was anti-static, and I didn't realize it had a tiny little baby brush on it. Exactly, Allie discovering things about her bottom. That is today's stream. Brought to you by Raid Chat. No, that's not a sponsorship I would ever take. Yeah, this is the brush. This is the one. Thank you for linking this craft. I'm gonna actually post this in our Discord so we don't lose track of it, because I would like to share the love of this brush. Where's my Discord? I need to go to Plamo Hobbies. I need to go to Threads. We have a thread in Plamo Hobbies where we can post tools, and this one's just really good. You know, I wish Discord had a button where I could just click with my mouse to send a message instead of having to turn my keyboard on all the time. Alright, I have posted that. Thank you again. Thank you again, Craft. Yeah, we do have a Discord. Let me hook you up. Let me hook you up with... There we go. Now you should be able to see the rest of the Discord. Yeah, in the Plamo Hobbies post, there's a thread within that where we post a bunch of tools. Oh, Fennel, I see you're doing some sculpting. I salute you. I don't know the first thing about sculpting. Also, Karaticus, I see you got a Barbatos and a Victory. Ooh, that's looking really good. Chat, I am going to be doing some maintenance on the Discord this week. Like some of the hey, you just joined the server stuff is like a little bit too strict, so I'm gonna like ease a couple things back on it. And I'm talking about like Discord's automated systems. I'm gonna try to ease a couple things back on that, because We're doing pretty okay so far. We're doing pretty okay so far overall, so I don't think we need all the bells and whistles in there. It just makes it more of a hassle for people to join. But yeah, welcome on in, Craft. Enjoy the Discord emotes. Enjoy the vibes. Enjoy your streamer being a bottom forevermore. Oh no! I dropped something. It's okay. I got it. Oh my gosh. I'm knocking everything over, chat. Send help. Okay. Where does Allie go from here? I guess we just kind of yap, because I've done most of the stuff that I need to do as far as cleaning goes that doesn't require the computer to be off. Here we go. I just need to adjust. I don't have my earbuds in today, so I can move around freely. But, yeah, no, this brush is pretty hog. And now that I know it's got another tip on the end of it, just the tip times 2? Hey, chat, remember that thing I said about how I'm not going to dust without a respirator because it's going to give me an allergy attack? You know what I've literally just been sitting here doing? Darwin would love me. Or hate me. Somewhere in between those two. I'll be right back. I'm going to put this one away before I punch it by accident. By the way, chat, for those of you who do want to join our Discord, I've got the link on Twitch. If you are on the YouTube side, !Discord will drop that link for you over on the YubTub. And I know since I keep talking about it, I don't think I've actually showed it on stream. I've taken like a picture of it, but this is the Gallus that I'm working on off on the side. I kind of impulse bought this thing when Fennel and I were at a hobby thing at the hobby shop. And I saw it and I'm like, you know, I didn't bring a kit with me. I could buy a kit and start working on it. And that is exactly what I did. There's the manual. There it is. I'm going to be doing some detail painting to this as well, because, like, the thrusters are green. Actually, they're, I still might do some detail painting on them. They're supposed to be green, but I kind of want to make them gray, just to break it up a little bit. But I love this little goober. I love anything out of the Gallus line. I've got the old unicorn one, but this one's a completely different mold, and it does have like a handful of stickers. Let me see if I can find those. I should have grabbed those first thing. Where did they go? There they are. Come here. Oh, you know what? I'm silly. The stickers were to my left the entire time. I am SMRT. Okay, so these are the stickers here. It's not like a whole lot of them. It's just a couple details, like red thrusters with the black in them. I'm going to paint all of this. It's got this gray here. I don't really know what this goes to yet, but whatever it is, we're going to paint it. This is a kit that does not have a molded mono eye. as far as I am aware. So I'm thinking, and I know that's scary. I'll probably paint the base of the mono eye and then put this little sticker on it as a temporary solution. But I want to get some like little hobby beads and give it like a physical mono eye. That's a little customization I would like to make. But I love, 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 love my little weird mono eye suits. They bring me joy. They bring me happy. And we get a picture of it just Falcon punching the Zeta Gundam, which I'm always happy to see. This thing's got the rocket punch to it. Very green plastic. Very green plastic. I've not seen a green this vibrant in a model kit in a while. But yeah, no. This is going to be my little private project. And now I should be able to start doing more on it. Look how much of a chonker they are. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Craft. The nail section might have some of those little gems. I need to go to the dollar store. I need to go to the dollar store because I think they do have those. And I actually have time to go to the dollar store this week, so yeah, I might do that. And then I can take advantage of a free Taco Bell reward. Yeah, no, I would love that. Get a bunch of them just for like future mono eye kits. Chat. Anything related to nail art can be so useful for the hobby. Who piloted this? Mashimir was the pilot of this particular unit. I've never seen Zeta, so like I'm not quite sure. But it's got like, what I love about this is it has a beam gun that has like little missiles in it. It's like a little pea shooter, but I love it. My girlfriend is making me do her nails since she saw me paint. It is a multifaceted skill. It does have a lot of different applications to it, and I'm sure it's going to come in handy for me too, just to learn how to do all this stuff. Speaking of nails, this kit's got finger guns. The entire left arm is just like Goof-style finger guns. I bet this thing would look actually really good in Goof colors. It's not part of the Goof lineage, like even remotely, but it'd probably look pretty good. Probably look pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, it can do the arm extension gimmick. Let me move this over here and pull this down a little bit. Yeah. It can in fact do the punch. I think both of its arms can too. This is probably the most modern high grade that I've started working on, because it released like toward the end of 2025. I still need to get the Bolonox Simone as well. The little death teddy bear. I've never seen Zeta, but I like a lot of its designs. Even if they are goofy, I think that makes it even better. Actually, a lot of my favorite units came from Zeta. Because the Dryson, Virulent. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. I like the Boundock, the Gallus, the Marasai. A whole bunch of stuff, chat. Oh, you know what? It might be ZZ. ZZ, they got really goofy. Zeta design is just goated. It really is. I need to get a proper Zeta Gundam in my collection because I have the high grade double Zeta. I have the high grade Zeta 2, and I have the high grade Lightning Zeta, which are all Zeta adjacent. I mean, I'll build the real grade Zeta. I'll definitely build it. The details on it are, like, fantastic. Oh, cool! Chat, I need to share this with you. It is very important information. It is vital information. One of the streamers I follow just went live. She's an artist. And, you know how when you're on Twitch and someone goes live, you get, like, a little pop-up notification with a message? Their message today was, drawing Leon Kennedy's breasts, and I am immediately interested in this stream. But yeah, no, the Zeta design is so good, and Double Zeta is just... I love a lot from Double Zeta. Like the O. Well, the O is from normal Zeta. That's Paptimus. But like... Is the Cubile from Double Zeta? I always lose track of what's from Zeta and what's from Double Zeta. But yeah, no, I would hella build a real grade Zeta. I don't typically transform anything into Wave Rider mode anyway, so it would probably just live in Zeta mode. Let me throw this little goober down just so there's something on the map. Cubile started in Zeta, but appears in ZZ. Okay, gotcha. So it keeps showing up. That's probably what got me confused. Okay. I really do want to build that that Zeta too, pretty soon. I want to get another real grade Zeta, one of the special ones. I know for a while I wanted the Amuro one. I just didn't feel like... Rattle cans are hell, I've changed my mind. I need an airbrush. Oh no. What happened, Fennel? Is the weather not agreeing? What happened, friendo? I'm currently working on a high-grade Zeta. Recommend? I've heard the high grade is really good. The high grade Revive. I've heard it's really good. Master Grade Verka might be the best. That one does look really nice. Right, Hyde. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting the perfect grade Zeta is something that exists. I don't know why I keep forgetting that, but it is something that does exist. The paint just lays so much better for airbrush. Rattle cans run out so quickly. I need to go buy paints again. No, that's fair. Oh gosh. Oh. I had a thought and I lost it. It was paint related. What kind of sprays do you use, by the way, Fennel? Do you use, like, the Tamiya cans? What's holding you up to try airbrushing? Space. Yeah, I know that's, like, the big thing for a lot of folks is space for the airbrush and then getting it, like, properly ventilated. Space, primarily. Yeah. Oh, you do have an air... Oh, okay. Because I know we were talking about the What was it? We were talking about one of the airbrush like guns where it was like not so terrible on like your hand. It was like easier to work with. Okay, you use the Tamiya rattle cans. Those are the ones that I used to use. I used to use those a lot back in the day. I painted up a... Well, I was painting up a Master Grade 2.0 Mark II with them. And I made a mistake. I mixed chemicals that I should not have, and it led to a disaster with the paint. So that was a learning lesson for Allie. But I really like the Tamiya colors. Fennel, have you seen that silly little airbrush thing that Bandai made? Where you, like, jam a Gundam marker into it? It's a goofy little goober. Ooh, Fennel, is that like the... I see the pictures you posted, and I see the pictures that, Craftworks posted as well. Is that like the first layer of the pink that's going down? You know, I never thought I would see, like, Rust-Oleum getting used for model kits, but apparently it's okay. Again, my painting knowledge is still semi-limited these days, but... Oh, this is layer 2, gotcha. Didn't Display make a similar product? Oh, did they? I'm curious. I have to check it out. I love seeing little goofy things like that. And here's the thing, like, I've seen people actually using the Gundam marker airbrush thing. With some success. I guess my biggest issue with it is you probably burn through the Gundam marker so fast. And Gundam markers are kind of pricey. They're kind of like not cheap here. At least not like, they're not like super expensive, but they're not like super cheap either. %90 of spray cans are lacquer. I think that's where I made my mistake with my Mark II. Is that was in a time before I understood like lacquer, enamel, acrylic, things like that. The plastic started to crack. The plastic started to crack. I'm sorry that it's giving you a rough time, Fennel. Ooh. I like the, what is that? What is that kind of cardboard called that you have where you can just put the sticks in it? Because that is fantastic. I've never thought to actually use something like that before. I persevere. I believe in you. You can do it. It's a cat scratcher. Oh, that's so good. I think I have an old one lying around if that's the case. Hey, Winchester, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I use cat scratchers too. Well, shoot. I will have to requisition one of those from the old cat scratcher. That is so good, though. That is definitely a modern problems require modern solutions kind of thing, and I like that. When I started out, you know those big green blocks of foam? You typically see them a lot for like fake flower arrangements. I used to use those to stick my skewers in, but it's so messy. That foam is a disaster after a while. Cat scratcher seems much more friendly. Still paying 15 bucks for the good colors, but getting a bigger can. Nothing wrong with that. Paint is paint. Yeah. Whatever paint you like, whatever method of painting you prefer, there is nothing wrong with that. I know everybody has their likes and dislikes with painting. Some people do not like rattle cans. Some people swear by them. Chat, it is a nice breeze coming in today. But at the end of the day, as long as you're not me, y'all are gonna shake your head at me. I haven't done this in years. 2012 was probably the last time it happened. When I was using one of my rattle cans, I wasn't thinking. That's really the only thing I can say is I did not put 2 and 2 together. The brain neurons did not activate. And I spray paint it like upwind. Downwind? Upwind. Whichever one blew it in my face. TLDR, I sprayed it and it immediately got blown in my face. Hey, 16, how you doing? How you doing? Winchester, what you got going on today? Just some automotive paints or a little hotter. So might melt plastic. Anything for home use is probably safe. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard, is they can get a little hotter. Always check the orientation of the nozzle. I sprayed myself in the face. Ew, no. We're talking about paint, Winchester. We're talking about paints and stuff. I've been cleaning off my desk. I've pretty much done all I can without having to turn off the computer, so we're just kind of vibing and chatting right now. You are a Zaku now. Yes. The paint reaction I'm getting now, I don't know if it could be done with airbrush. I don't know. I don't really know the ins and outs of that. I know you can, like, copy a lot of the effects either or. Hey, Gotta Nobody, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome on in. What you got going on? We're just big chilling today. We're heavily big chilling today. Go figure, when I don't have my earbuds in, I can actually control my voice and not stress it out. Gotta go, but see you around. Hey, Craft, have a good one. Thank you for dropping on in. Thank you for the tips and advice. I appreciate you. I will catch you next time. Have a good rest. Fennel, I'm very curious to see the color scheme you were talking about with the what is it, the Gundam Schwarzette? The one who was very cunty slay. I'm stealing that, by the way, whenever I build mine, because that is an incredible way to describe that suit. I like pearls. I like pearl coatings and stuff like that. They are neat to me. Yeah, see what you did though with the filling of plastic stuff. That's actually really good. It's not too different from the original color scheme, just more saturated and pushed. Honestly, a nice subtle change like that is, I like it. I like little subtle things. Starting to like this hologram coat. Trying to figure out an alt color scheme for an Akai. Ooh. I've seen the Akai done up in Coast Guard colors and it looked like really good. Starting to scribe. Bought a couple handles and a few blades and a needle scriber. That's the one that I've got. Actually, hold on. What's in the ass of this thing? Chat. Okay, there's nothing in the ass of this thing. Oh, this is where I can store those extra needles. Okay, I have those in my toolbox. I can store the needles in its ass. Excellent. Yeah, this is the needle scriber I got. I got it just for if I accidentally file over some panel lines. That or remove it and it'll fit in the foam with the cap on. Oh, okay. Oh, whoopsie! I turned the wrong thing. Turned the wrong thing. The needle has come out. Although I am proud of it, it needs to be here. As soon as I spent my money, they reopened the real grade Miku RX-78 pre-orders. Yeah, that do be how Bandai be. That do be how Bandai be. Put that over there. I'm just looking at all the stuff y'all have been working on Discord today. I saw King had a big old box of runners on the table. Big old box of stuff. Oh, chat. I need to post something to the Discord later. I've been, I had a little treat for dinner a couple nights ago. It was like this 4-cheese ravioli with grilled chicken. It had some cheeses that I've never heard of before. It was like spinach, some diced tomato with some marinara sauce. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It was good. That was some good food. It actually got me to eat tomatoes. I don't know what the world's coming to. Needle is good for cutting new lines. That's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been hearing. And thankfully, Mist sent this saw our way, which is going to come in handy when we do our kit bash, because I feel like I think what's going to have to happen with the chest piece of the gun cannon, I think I'm going to have to, like, cut it in half. I'm going to have to shave some parts off of it and then meld it back together again to fit the upper torso of the 30-minute sister. I'm going to have to downsize the torso and the waist sections a little bit. I'm terrified of that because I need to make sure I get it, like... I don't even know if I need to get it dead center, to be honest. I just need to find a way to make it symmetrical. But yeah, no, this is the Tamiya, what is this? This is the Tamiya Finecraft Handsaw, Tamiya Craft Saw 2, number 111. And it's got a narrow blade and it's got a wide blade on it. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but Tamiya is like one of my go-to for tools. Right now it's Tamiya, Dispay, and Steady. They're kind of like my trifecta of hobby tools. And they've been putting in the work. You got the steady scribers? I've got these steady nippers here. These are my single blade nippers. I got them from Steady for like, it was like 20 bucks. Einar recommended them to me. But yeah. Also, let me scroll up. I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone's chats. There we go. Okay, now we're looking good. I am going to go ahead and do this chat. So for those who don't know, we've been doing a series where I go through my backlog. The second video is up now. And it's all of the high-grade Universal Century stuff. I've got 2 more videos that I need to edit. I need to get the alternate universe stuff ready to go. And lastly is the video with real grade, master grade, miscellaneous, and perfect grade. But we're almost there. The backlog videos are almost done. Just in time for another kid or 2 to come in. But it gets the point across. It gets the point across, I think. Yo, someone, I found a link last night of like this really cool Miku plamo that I really want. She has the options to be like a more robotic version and then the more typical like humanoid Miku. I very much prefer the more robotic Miku. Let me get this link here. But it looks really cool. I don't know anything about the price or the availability of it. But there is that. And I'll link it over on YouTube so y'all can see it too. But I really like the vibes of that thing. I really like the vibes of that. It just looks cool. It looks neat. Kabloki's Miku. I think I've seen that one. I think. There's so many different little Mikus that I keep forgetting which one is which. Once again, chat, Wednesday, Thursday, we are going to be streaming with some friends. We got a stream with Einar and a stream with Fennel this week. Been trying to get a stream back with Einar for a while, and our schedules just have not worked out until now. It's mostly been my schedule. My schedule's been all over the place since the new year. But thankfully, I've got some downtime to actually get some things scheduled, and I'm happy about it. I need to stream soon. But I think I need to repace my laptop CPU. Ooh. I'm guessing it's getting a little toasty. I can imagine, because if you're streaming on a laptop, it's probably putting it through its paces. So that is totally fair. I've never repasted a laptop. I'm sure it's not, like, super difficult, but I don't really know the inner workings of laptops like I do desktop PCs. They used to make these little trays that you could put down and then put your laptop on top of it. That would help, like, ventilate it more, but I don't even know if they still make those anymore. I replaced the fans last year, but the CPU is still getting hot. Gotcha. Yeah, it might be a paste issue then. I'm trying to think. I think the paste that I use is Arctic or something like that. It's like a silver paste, but it's been kind of my go-to. It's been kind of my go-to. GPU will be around 50C, but the CPU will be hit 80. Ooh, yeah, that's not what you want. That's not quite what you want. Like, if it hits it every once in a while, that's one thing, but if you're If you're holding that consistently, yeah, that's gonna do some damage. Which I imagine is not ideal. One of these days, I'll tell my laptop horror story again. The laptop incident is what made me very particular and thorough with every single computer part I work with now. Because it was a rookie mistake that I made, but it had catastrophic consequences. Should be around 50C or same as the GPU when under stress. Yeah, they shouldn't be like that far apart. Oof. Yeah, I hope the paste helps it out. My dad did give me his newer one, but I don't want to take it in case he goes to the hospital again. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Have an extra laptop on hand if it's needed. You know, so I don't really need much in a laptop. If I ever got a laptop, it would be purely for editing, like editing videos. That way I don't have to be locked down to my desk. And like recording stuff out and about. And I was thinking, like, obviously it's nowhere near in the wheelhouse right now. This is like a future thing, but I would like to get one of those MacBook Airs where they're like super thin. Because I've heard, like, despite their size, they've got pretty good performance for like media work. And that's exactly what I would need it for, because it wouldn't really be running VTube Studio or anything like that. It would just be video editing, video planning, like important things like that. And it's very like space efficient. So that's probably the only laptop I would ever look at getting. I never thought I would say I would be looking at getting like a Mac, but for the purposes I need, Mac actually perfectly like fits the bill. I don't really know how those things function with how thin they are. They're so thin. They're so small. It is a technological boggling of the mind. Even if I did swap, I'd still want this one to record music. Plus, that one's probably set up the way you want it to be. I know it's kind of a pain to like get stuff all set up in different ways and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, for those of you who play Space Marine 2, I did get to try out the Tech Marine a little bit, and I like it. It's pretty cool. Like, the ultimate is like the autocannon on the back. Whatever you're aimed toward, it just launches bullets at. The little axe, I say little, the big axe that it has is really fun. And the ability to like brainwash mechanical turrets and stuff is very nice. Currently playing, let's go. We love some Space Marine. We love some Space Marine. It's a fun game. I actually like the PvP in it. The PvP is actually kind of fun. I don't know why I said it like that, but we're doing it. McDonald's Japan is celebrating Miku Day with a limited time Hatsune Miku meal. It includes a Teritama burger, shaka shaka potato fries, and a standard drink. Ooh, that sounds good. McDonald's Japan blows what we have in the States out of the water. McDonald's Japan is so good. The quality is just night and day. Is it Zaku Day? And I don't have a... Well, no, that's a bold-faced lie. I have many Zakus I could build right now. I have many Zakus in my collection. Hold on, chat. Gotta adjust something real quick. Chat, I'm gonna be real with you. My damn... My damn sports bra tried to kill me today. Like, right before stream. Because, like, I was putting it on. And as I was putting it on, it, like, grabbed all of my hair in the back. And it just kind of pulled my head up. And, that wasn't fun. That wasn't fun. So, my sports bra might have a bit of a, murder streak in its veins. But I've learned the hard way. I've learned the hard way that, I need to keep my damn hair out of the way. No, this was not exciting. This was not exciting. This was like bad whiplash. That was a very unpleasant experience. I have learned the hard way that I will have to keep an eye out for my hair, lest I hurt the vertebrae in my neck again. So that was Allie's learnt lesson of the day. I'm sure there's a better way to do it than the way I'm doing. Allie doesn't like hair pulling. Allie does not like hair pulling. Allie does not, even remotely. Well, not only that, but like if anyone gets remotely close to my neck, there's a good chance they're going to get backhanded. There's a very strong chance they're going to take an elbow to the gut or get backhanded. Allie does not like her neck being touched, even remotely. Don't tempt me with a mediocre time. I don't know why, but I heard that in Skeletor's voice. We need a He-Man abridged. That's what we need. We need a He-Man abridged series. Has someone made that yet? Someone needs to make that. But you're my Skeletor. I belong to no one, He-Man. Except for the IRS. But then again, the IRS has us all. It has us all. At the end of the day. We also need to have like an epic rap battle between Mum-Ra and Skeletor. Because they were around the same era, give or take. I really want to open this and like play around with it, but I really don't have a safe place to put these blades yet. I'm gonna need, you know what I need to do? I just need to go to the Dollar Tree. I think tomorrow I might go up to the Dollar Tree and get some supplies. I need to get like a pencil case. I think that would be perfect. Sword of Omens give me sight beyond sight. Let me check something real quick, chat. What am I looking for? I was gonna look up that Golf Tiger King model kit because I pre-ordered one from the Gundam Play store a few months ago. It's supposed to be coming out soon, I think. But it's like this really cool take on the Goof Custom. I'll have to take a look at that. Yo, Ready or Not is getting a patch. Hold on. What's Moi Moi saying here? Ready or Not is getting a 200 plus bug fix patch, which includes pepper spray and gas and a new map. Ooh. We're gonna have to fire up some Ready or Not again. It's been a while since I played that. It is a game that I do enjoy. I wouldn't say I'm the best at it, but I do enjoy it. Alright, chat. It is about time for ads, so I'm gonna go ahead and take an ad break. I need to get up and stretch, hydrate, make sure the cats aren't doing any crimes. Honestly, a Sword of Omen replica would be sick if you can find one at a good price. I wonder if you can find one that actually has, like the stuff on it can move. That'd be pretty rad. If, like, the eye and stuff could open and stiff. I know that's a lot to ask of a sword, but I've seen cosplayers and the magic they work. You can have the Sword of Omens in one hand, the Hammer of Thor in the other. Alright, chat. I will be right back. Chat. I need to find out where I'm going to put these. I need to make some room in my glass case for these two figures. Also, hi Gunner, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. Cleaning dust is tidier than my kitchen. It was a little bit worse before we started stream. It's got a lot of dust though. It's got a whole lot of dust. I'm gonna have to like pull everything off of it and wipe it down with a cloth. And that's the part I'm not looking forward to. Yeah, we got like a little G-Quux figure of Machu. It's a little Ban Presto, little small thing, pretty cheap. But the design of it's really good. And then Einar sent me this. I've been meaning to do a video on it. It has a lot of weight to it. Like, this thing is heavy. This is a very heavy little Miku. The Char one comes out in June or July, I think. But this thing's got some weight to it. Like, compared to the Machu barely weighs anything. I wish I had my scale to kind of give you an idea of how much this weighs. Is it on the box anywhere? Normally they don't do that for merchandise. But I'm very much looking forward to getting this out of the box. I've been waiting because I just want to finish all my moving of stuff around. But what's cute though is like she's got the little Zaku onesie, and on the back of it, like what would be the thrusters, it's like a little backpack, and the thrusters are like little buttons. It's so cute. I love this kind of stuff. I love crossover stuff. It's so good. The Zaku has like the little notch on its head where the commander fin could go. The Gundam X Miku Anniversary Special Project. Yeah, it's really cute. This thing must be much bigger than I gave it credit for. Because yeah, this thing's heavy. Like, I'm not over that. I'm not over how heavy it is. Also, Bear, welcome on in. Okay, these are both Ban Presto for Machu as well. I would love to get Machu's hat. Like, G-Quux, the drip was good. The clothes were good. Yeah, that's some stuff we're going to have up on the channel pretty soon as well. We're just kind of chilling today for those of you just joining us. I've been doing some desk cleaning today. There's actually... Yeah, I would love to have that hat, like IRL. They've been making some clothing from G-Quux. It's, of course, expensive because you're having to pay for the Gundam label on it, but I'm sure there will be a means to get it through a cheaper ends. But yeah, I love that little beanie hat. It's so cute. I like oversized beanie hats because they don't get like too tight on my scalp. I don't like tight things on my head. It's like a visceral reaction. It's like, I hate it. My hairnet at work, it was just, it was not a fun time. What you got going on, Bear? How are things going in your neck of the woods? Hope all is well. It's about 80 degrees, chat. I unfortunately don't have my converter over for Celsius, but I think it, what? I think 80 Fahrenheit's somewhere in the 30s Celsius, somewhere 30s upwards. I'm trying to remember, but yeah, it's warm. It's warm. And I'm here for it. Normally I hate the heat, but I will take the nice, pleasant spring warmth before it plummets this week again. We will happily take that. Ordering plants? Let's go. It's getting to the point soon where we're going to be able to put out the plants. Because we've got some indoor-outdoor plants. We keep them inside during the winter so they don't freeze to death, but it's getting to be about that point. Probably another month or so, where we can start putting them out again and letting them enjoy the sun. Also, chat, apparently I'm the Toad Whisperer. So, for those who don't know, there have been 2 circumstances so far where toads have found their way into my office. Once while we were streaming, and once while I was just cleaning my room. There was like a little 50-cent piece sized toad just chilling out. The one we found while streaming, he was a big boy. To this day, I still don't understand how they got into my office. But ever since then, almost every single night out my back door, toads just sit at the back door. So, I think I have earned the favor of the Fae, at least the Toad Fae. If my time of need occurs, I will blow the magical conch shell and summon my toad army. One of us. Glorp is a perfect representation. Yo, I want to get an emote where it's like my VTuber, but like with Glorp's facial proportions and expressions. It's going to be absolutely cursed. I think I'm going to need to poke a certain lucky duck about it. I think I'm going to have to poke a certain lucky duck about it. One of us. One of us. I mean, I kinda live in a swamp. So we have a lot of like amphibians and critters and snakes kind of chilling around. We get some pretty big snapping turtles in my neighborhood. Gosh. The biggest snapping turtle that we've had come up on shore to chill was like 4 of these pink mats that I have here. And like, hand for comparison, he was an absolute unit. He was an alligator snapping turtle, so he had that big, like, chunky tail on him. And he was just minding those, he was just minding his business. He was up on a rock, sunning for the day. He wasn't bothering us. We weren't going to bother him. Because boy howdy, he could have snapped our leg in a heartbeat. Yeah, he was a big boy. He was a big boy. I'm sure he's been eating good too, because we get like huge catfish in the swamp lake. And catfish are invasive, so he can have all the catfish he wants. But yeah, no, they get up to like 3-foot catfish in that lake sometimes. It's not a very deep lake. Swamp lake, but it's deep enough for big catfish. Right, to be a lizard sunning on a rock. That is my dream. What a wonderful time that would be. I don't know, I'm gonna try to get my tan back this year. I'm as pale as a ghost, but I used to tan very, very well back in the day. So I'm going to see if I can regain that without burning to a crisp. Local half vampire tries to stay out in the sun. More at 11. You're catfishing the poor turtle. Listen, I'm pretty sure that turtle could take over the entire neighborhood if it wanted to. That was like a mafia boss of a turtle, if I've ever seen one. I'm trying to think what other oddities we've had. Occasionally we get like red foxes. Deer are pretty common. Beavers once in a while. Geese are kind of our resident mob. We're almost 24/7 goosed up around here. There was once a time we had a bobcat running around the neighborhood. That was years ago, though. But when you live in the woods combined with a swamp, you start to see like weird things happening. It's like you're in a Minecraft biome as the biome switches over to another one. So you kind of get a little column A, a little bit of column B. Oh yeah. Our area is also protected. Because my neighborhood, we have 2 fully grown bald eagles that live in the neighborhood. They just dead ass have lived in the neighborhood for like 5-6 years now. So as a result, it's a protected space because the bald eagles live here and raise their young here. And they pretty much pick this place as their forever home. They are huge. Like, those birds are huge. I'm small, so they could probably grab me, honestly. There's a bear that occasionally roams my lawn. I'm jealous of your wildlife. I was driving while you were talking about the turtle. I wish. If I ever see him again, Fennel, I will get you some pictures. It's been a long time since Allie's gone on a wildlife walk. So I'll have to go out on an adventure and see what I can find. Yeah, all sorts of little critters. I don't know if we've had, like, actual bears down here. I know to the north we had, like, an outbreak of boars some time ago, and that was a bit of a problem, because boars are mean little fuckers. But yeah, I will try to get some pictures if I can. If I ever visit you, have a bear. Mochi, how you doing? Welcome on in. How's life been for you? You chilling? You vibing? We're just kind of big chilling today. Chat, I need to look into some Otakon stuff for the future. I don't know when they're going like live with badge pre-orders. I don't know if they've started pre-registration. Some years they did it like really early. Some years they waited till a few months closer. But I need to take a look. Because I'm very, very tempted to do a thing. Just big chillin'. Hope you're having a good day. You know what? Today's going pretty good. Today is going pretty good, all things considered. I got my door open. Big chillin' with chat. We did a little bit of desk cleaning. The rest I'll have to do, like, tonight, tomorrow. Just dusting. I gotta pull all the filters off the PC, do all that fun stuff, crack it open, blow it out. But we got the hard part done. Like, the hardest part was just getting the clutter out of the way. Yeah, weather's nice. I can't really complain today. Also, my nerve pain's at a very manageable place today, so that's why I'm feeling a little bit happier as well. It feels like a subtle hum versus claws on a chalkboard today, so we take that as a win. We take that as a big W. You been working on anything? You been working on any kits, Mochi? I'm just gonna keep calling you Mochi. I know for a while you were working on the crossbone resin conversion. I was showing chat the G-Self that we finished. Got these little figures on the table, just something to keep something on the table. Trying to figure out what's going to be for dinner today. I've got some corn. I've got some like fajita mixed corn I'm thinking about doing up. Also got some like lima beans, butter beans. I got some soups. I got some really good stuff. Got some good stuff to try out. I'm trying to think what I have for protein. I don't know what I have for protein today. I mean, worst case scenario, I do got the beans. I'm planning working on a build, but the resin gonna have to be put up after this snap build. I was a bit away from build burnout. Oh no, that's totally fair. That is totally fair. Sometimes you just gotta take a break. Sometimes you just gotta take a break. My hair's in my face. It's in my face, chat. Send help. Oh, I did get a pack that's got like a bunch of scrunchies and hair clips now, so I can at least tame the chaos that this is turning into now. You've been gaming a bit in the meantime? Slay the Spire 2 has been consuming my life. Partially. My favorite game genre is like roguelite, so I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. Also, I'm gonna stand. It's time to stand. Oh my gosh, what did my spine just do there? See, chat? That's some of the fun things you'll only get with the 3D model, is my spine twisting into a pretzel. My bonitis. I do need to recalibrate now that I did that, though. Bink. I'm ready for it to be spring, chat. Where I'm from, and I know a lot of places do this too, it's not really exclusive to my area, but we're in that period of time that we like to call fake spring, where we have a few weeks that interchange. Like, for a week, we'll have some very nice spring-like weather, and then it'll go back to terrible cold, which is what we're in right now. It's going to be warm and nice up until Thursday, and then I think it's supposed to plummet the temperatures and be chilly again. I just want fake spring to be over, chat. Soon. What is this? Oh! What's this? Oh, it's a little cap from one of my wall scrolls. Okay. I'm gonna have to get back up there somehow and pop that back on. I'm glad I bought an extra pack of them. You know what I need to do, chat? Speaking of wall scrolls, I need to take all of these down and get them cleaned out. I've got like 10 wall scrolls covering up the walls, and being fabric, they do accumulate dust. So it's about time for me to pull them down and get them cleaned out a bit. Since they're cloth, I think the last time I cleaned them, I hit them with like... I got the garden hose, and it had like the gentle rain setting, where it's not like a lot of water pressure, and I just rinsed them all out, which I know a lot of people do. So I'm probably going to have to do that again, because it's just plain water. The colors hold up pretty good with that. But I do have a new blower that I could use to potentially get the dust out. But it is that time. It is that time. Usually March is the month that Allie goes nuts. And, like, cleans and rearranges everything. I just use the air compressor. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I have access to an air compressor now. It's like a big air compressor. It's like the ones that you use for, like, fixing cars, tires, and stuff. So that's over in the garage. So that wouldn't be a bad option, honestly. It's always a good time for me to, like, try to clear my head. It's this time of year. because you're like when March rolls around, you know, I'm getting out of the brain fog of the new year starting. I'm getting out of the brain fog of my birthday being in February, and like March is where I feel like I can really start the year. So that's what I do. That's what I do. Big stretch, chat. Big stretch. Oh, yep. Those are bones popping. That's the stuff. Hostess. Trying to think what else I need to do, though. I know I need to get 2 kits prepped and ready to go for this week. I need to pull down the G-Clux and the Wing Zero, which, thankfully, since I reorganized the backlog, I've actually categorized everything under a functional system now. So, like, all kits are together by series now. So it's much easier for me to look at my shelf and be like, okay, there it is. It's not a miscellaneous pile of disaster anymore. And I've got the Gunpla on their own separate shelf now. I had just enough that they fit on a smaller vertical shelf. Organization is a wild thing, chat. There is one thing that I need to tend to, though, at some point. I've got a 2-tiered bookshelf that I planned on using for just more kit storage, like finished builds and stuff. Currently, it's like storing miscellaneous model kit related things, like extra parts, beam sabers, things like that. I need to find a proper place for those so I can actually start using that shelf, which would be fantastic. Boop. Actually, hold on. Now that I'm thinking about it, before I forget, let me make sure my phone's not visible, because that would be hilarious, but not what I want. I'm going to post that food that I had. Copy text. I got to thinking about food again. And I actually have food I can show off now. Cheese ravioli, grilled chicken, bit of tomato. There we go. I'm just gonna drop that in the Food Network. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Also, I love playing around with this phone. I'm gonna become a foodie, chat. I'm just gonna start taking like really in-depth pictures of my food. It's gonna happen. There is no escape for me. Honestly, I wouldn't mind picking up a couple new wall scrolls if I do go out to a convention, because the last one of these that I picked up was probably, yeah, it was 2015, 2016 was the last wall scroll I ever bought. And there's been a lot of new stuff that's come out. Like, if I can get a G-Clux wall scroll, that would be pretty sick. I would be a fan of that. I wouldn't mind getting one with the characters, like Machu and Yan. The Gundam itself would be nice. Red Gundam would be neat. Wouldn't mind grabbing like an Uma Musume one. I don't know if they have one for just Manhattan Cafe, but that would be one of my hunting targets. Because horse. What is this? Oh, this is the little extra stand that came with the little witch kit that we built. I forgot each one comes with 2 little stands. I need to put that away too. Oh, yeah, John. Big stretch. Just thinking. Just thinking. You know, chat. Is there... I know the Ides of March are coming up pretty soon here. I know that's happening pretty soon. What do we got here? Aha! March is recognized as Mental Health Awareness Month. So I was thinking about doing something for that. If at all possible. Because I know I allude to a lot of things, but I don't really like go in depth about like mental health stuff because I don't know. I just don't like want to overshare, but sometimes I don't mind talking about it. Because I know folks get curious, like, as to why my stream schedule is so, like, inconsistent, why some streams tend to be much longer than others. And while some of that is definitely, like, occasional interruptions and stuff from the housemates, the majority of it is, like, mental health related. Because your girl has CPTSD, or complex PTSD as it's called. And that's kind of the... that determines a lot of, like, how my day goes, really. It's kind of a leading factor about how my days are dictated, depending on flare-ups and things like that. So that's typically why stream schedules are all over the place. Because I'll schedule a stream for, like, let's say I'll schedule a stream for tomorrow. I could go to bed feeling fine, perfect, and the moment I wake up, I am just non-functional. It's like a dice roll. It's been very interesting to learn more about it. My specialist has been, like, giving me so much insight on the ins and outs of it, and it's fascinating to, like, learn how the brain works with that kind of thing. It's been a very interesting learning experience, I'll say that much. I've definitely found ways to cope with it better. Some days are still, you know, easier than others. But if you ever wonder why my streams tend to be inconsistent or streams get canceled frequently, that is why. I'm still working with it, though. My goal is to get it to a point where that doesn't happen as much. Because it is hard to grow when you're only streaming, you know, a couple hours a week. And then that leads into, like, this fun cycle of, oh no, I'm not streaming. I'm not doing what I need to do, but I can't do what I need to do. And it just turns into a whole little cycle. It's interesting. That's really all I can say is it's interesting. But the more I learn about it, the more I can work with it a little bit. That's kind of one of the reasons I switched to doing model kit streams, is because it's easier for me to kind of work through that if I'm working with my hands or working with a model kit. If I'm playing a game, I just... my brain just can't stay focused on streaming a game for, like, longer than 2 hours, it seems. But build streams are really fun. They're, like, interactive, keeps my brain busy. I mean, there is that channel out there, the Gunpla Therapist. Working on this stuff does actually, like, help the brain. It's very good brain exercise. There we go. I just wish I could, like, hold on to my energy a little bit better. That's really, like, one of the roughest parts about the condition is just, you can go from having 200% energy to in the negatives, like, in a 30-second period. So, yeah. That's a little insight from my end. What else do I need to do today? Gotta make a thumbnail. I should probably work on a little more video editing, chat. I probably should. I'll probably... the video for the perfect grade, master grades and stuff, real grades, is probably the shortest video. I'll probably work on editing that one and getting it posted up, because the alternate universe kits, it's about the same size, if not more. in the Universal Century backlog. And again, for those who don't know, we're over on YouTube. We're kind of showing off my pile of shame and like a 4-episode backlog series. So exclamation point YouTube if you ever want to get into that and see my shame. It's a collection that's amassed over like 6 years, so it's like a lot of that stuff's been there for a while. I got a bulk of my collection 2020, 2021 because the plague had us inside, so I was working on many more model kits at the time. And boy howdy, I could hyperfixate and get a build done quick. Oh, I got anything else for the day, chat? Trying to think. Let me put these up real quick and get them in a safer spot. Oh yeah, chat. I got something that I'm excited to use and in no way, shape, or form will inevitably have a silly moment with. But I got an ab roller. I got one of these little doohickeys. And I want to use this, play around with this, because I've got a wrist brace that will be good enough to give me support while using this. So Allie's going to be trying this out, seeing how that works. And if anything hilarious happens, you'll be the first to know. Alrighty. Now let me take a look. Let me take a look around yonder here. I need to see what folks are doing on the old Twitch.television. That is an upside down keyboard, Allie. Let me wake up the mouse here. I saw Musey was streaming. Might potentially raid out today, might not. Might do a cold close. But I at least want to check, see who's doing what, see who I can lurk after I'm done here. Did they change the Twitch interface again? No, they didn't. Okay. Okay. Actually got a bunch of folks just chilling today. That's wonderful to see. Okay. Well, we might just do a wrap for the day, chat. We might just do a little bit of a wrap today. Because I think that's all I've got to yap about for now without going in circles. So chat, thank you all for being here today on YouTube and Twitch. For those of you who subbed and resubbed today, thank you so much. For those of you who followed and subbed today, appreciate your faces. Tomorrow, we will most likely not be live because I do have some stuff I gotta do. So I'll probably not plan to stream tomorrow. And then Wednesday, Thursday, we have streaming with friends. Friday, not sure. Saturday, we will figure something out. I should be able to stream on Saturday, no issues. At least earlier in the day, so I'm looking forward to that. The good weather definitely helps me kind of keep going a bit, so thank you all once again. Hope you have a lovely rest of your time zone. If it's not going lovely, I hope it goes by quick. And if anyone needs to have their shoes shit in, let me know. Twitch, this is a joke. Just for context, Twitch, this is a joke, Mr. Dan Clancy. But yeah, that's all I got. Y'all have a fantastic one. My name has been Allie Ashford, your friendly neighborhood half vampire, and I will catch you all later.